The pounding on the door felt like an earthquake, rattling Olamide awake and shaking his already fragile nerves. It was unrelenting, violent even, like a landlord possessed. He groaned, his brain still glued to sleep. But the knocking continued, stubborn. He glanced at the clock. 5 in the morning. Whatever the problem was, it surely couldn't be as important as the sleep he was about to lose. But the pounding didn't care. It was loud, stubborn, and relentless. Dragging himself to the window, he peeked through the curtain, and his heart sank. It was Mr. Oke. Didn't the gods promise to deal with him? But the man was at the door, pacing like the deliverer of bad news. His fist flying across the door, banging it. Olamide's chest tightened. So, this is how betrayal feels. He would never trust the gods after this, he swore. He opened the door cautiously, peering out like someone expecting a team of police. Mr. Oke barged in with the urgency of someone delivering breaking news. His voice came out rushed and jumbled, words piling on top of each other. Olamide blinked, only catching pieces of the frantic explanation. Son, sick, drink, you are the healer. Healer? Olamide barely suppressed a laugh, though it came out as a panicked snort. Me? Healer? God forbid. His eyes darted around the room, looking for the camera that might be recording this surreal moment. Surely, this had to be a prank. But Mr. Oke's desperation filled every corner of the room, his wide, pleading eyes pulling Olamide into his orbit. And then, the words came like a slap. If Olamide could save his son, Mr. Oke would rent the room to him forever. No strings attached. Forever. Olamide looked at his shitting room, shaking his head at the ridiculousness of it all. His life must be crazy if he was even contemplating dancing to the landlord's madness. The Nokia 3310 buzzed on the bed, cutting through the tension. Olamide picked it up reluctantly, his anger barely contained. He muttered into it. You God said there will be no landlord wala again. Why is he here, disturbing my destiny at this ungodly hour? Ishu's laughter erupted in his mind, sharp and mocking. We promised to handle the rent, bridge boy. We didn't say anything about rent with a side of miracles. Mr. Oke, watching this one-sided conversation, took a step back, his mouth hanging open. His eyes darted between Olamide and the glowing phone in his hand, suspicion flickering across his face. Olamide felt the man's stare and, with the grace of someone who had no better options, waved him off. What now? Olamide eased inwardly. You people brought in